Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Reduce your ping time and get faster speeds when you game at expressvpn.com/inside. It's official. EA has confirmed the return of Dead Space with an all-new teaser trailer shown earlier today during their big EA Play Live showcase. The new game is not a remaster, but reportedly a complete remake of the first Dead Space that seeks to revitalize the franchise and incorporate the best ideas and mechanics from all the Dead Space games that came after. The short trailer kicks off in pitch black darkness with nothing but some loud clangs and what sounds like people in distress over radio communication. We then see a large metal door open up to a familiar environment as we creep closer to the terrifying sounds of what is revealed to be the classic silhouette of a necromorph. The next shot is a real treat as we see a dimly lit Isaac Clarke rising up over a workbench as his iconic rig lights up, which of course served as a diegetic HUD for players in the original game. Above the workbench is also a callback to the original with a bit of historic environmental storytelling which depicts the words "cut off their limbs" sprawled in what appears to be blood. If you're not familiar, those words are specific to Dead Space because they inform the player about the game's primary mechanic for dispatching the horrific monsters that now inhabit the deteriorating Planet Cracker class starship, the USG Ishimura. One of the unique aspects of Dead Space as a survival horror game is it's not just about conserving and managing ammo, but strategically removing limbs from necromorphs to inflict critical damage or make a quick escape. Actually, part of what makes Isaac Clarke such a cool protagonist is he's not some beefy space marine, but a ship engineer who's forced to craft creative limb-removing weaponry out of mining tools. The original Dead Space is filled with creative ideas like that, and probably what makes it such a beloved franchise is its ability to take familiar tones from films like Alien and Event Horizon and put its own spin on them, while also implementing the best of what games like Resident Evil 4 were able to accomplish with the survival horror genre. Other than the trailer drop, there's not a ton of additional news or official details about the game yet, but it's easy to see why people are pretty excited. If you remember, there were some rumors we reported on a little while back that claimed that a new Dead Space game was being developed by Motive Studios, the co-developers behind Battlefront 2, and admittedly, I got this one wrong and said it was unlikely due to some false claims of cooperation across a couple different sites, and recent quotes from Motive that made it sound like they were working on a big new IP, which made the basis for the Dead Space rumors seem flimsy, but let me own that right here. I got it wrong. It's being worked on by Motive. It's bittersweet. I'm sad I made a mistake, but also I'm glad I was wrong because it looks pretty cool. In fact, an interview just went up on IGN with Motive senior producer Felipe Ducharme and creative director Roman Campos Oriola about the studio's plans for the remake, and it's a pretty interesting read about how they intend to be faithful to the first game, but that they also have access to all the original assets, and because of that, they might be able to achieve things that were originally intended by Visceral, but couldn't be implemented due to technical constraints or limitations during the original development. And of course, since EA completely disbanded and shuttered Visceral Games in 2017, sending all of the veteran Dead Space talent off into the winds, it's left a lot of fans wondering if Motive will actually be able to pull off a faithful remake that retains the essence of what made the original Dead Space so special. To their credit, Motive has already said that the Dead Space remake will not have microtransactions and that they are planning to work closely with the Dead Space community throughout the game's development. But what do you think? Is remaking a modern classic without any of the original creators on board a tall order, or is Dead Space in good hands with Motive? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.